you were a gift. I didn't realize.
It was never a secret. They never wanted it to be. It was just never anything I felt I needed to seek out until now.
I understand that.
Miller made it a little tricky.
Let me tell you, it's a lot of paperwork to change your name back.
I almost told you the first day, but
So glad you found me.
you are.
Oh, it fills me with such joy to see how well you've turned out.
Okay, so basically, let me turn this off before I get to copyright. So basically, let's talk about what went wrong in my life today. So, as you guys know, I've been experimenting, and I got asked to make a gluten-free cake, and I tried to make the cake one day, and it didn't turn out right. It never occurred to me that it was the flour. Long story. We're gonna get to the flour. So today I made the cake using my regular lemon recipe, and I just made it, switched all of the dairy products out to make it vegan, and then I used the flour that my customer gave me. Y'all, the flour was not working, okay? This cake was so horrible. It was mushy, it was tacky like flour. It was awful, y'all. When I pulled it out of the oven, it just did not do right. So I called my neighbor over to ask her to taste the cake. And she said that the flavor was there and everything, but the cake had a spongy type texture, kind of like Japanese pancakes. Yeah, it was awful. Like when I was mixing the batter up, I actually recorded myself making the cake. When I mixed the batter up, the cake batter rolled around the beaters like I was making bread. It was so tough. It was so chewy. It didn't even look like cake batter. So I didn't know what she had put into the flour. I know she had used like rice flour, oats, and some other stuff. And I called her and I was like, look, I'm going to bring the cake over so you can taste it. The flavor of the cake is good, but something is off in your flour. So her flour had like cornstarch, rice, oats. It was real tough. It was real gritty, and she put um xanthan in it. I think that's what it's called. Basically, she put too much in there and it ruined the flour. So she had to throw out the flour. So we went through looking for another gluten-free recipe, and we found a sponge cake, but you can't make sponge cake. I couldn't find a way to make it vegan because she can eat eggs, but her mom can't eat eggs. It is, y'all, let me tell you, I have been down trying to make this cake. I have been down through it, but I'm happy for the process, because once I make a particular type of cake, I can take any kind of cake and turn it to what I wanted. So I'm happy that I've experimented and learned. I'm learning how to make gluten free, dairy free, or just gluten free cakes. So I went back to the board and I did some research. When you mill flour, it's a science to milling flour, even just regular all purpose flour or self rising flour. There is a science to it. And when people mill their own flour at home for baking, sometimes it won't do the same as the flour that we use today. Because over the years, flour grains have changed, and if you try to use certain recipes from like anything out of the late 30s or the 20s, or you try to use milled flour and certain flours that you mill on your own, the recipes are not going to come out good, because the recipes that have been created with flour that is pressed and ground a certain way. So you cannot use a lot of these new traditional or forward thinking recipes. You can't use these homemade or stone ground type of flours and cornmeals, because it won't work. It won't rise the same, because flour is made different now than it was made back then. So anyway, to make a long story short, I started doing some research and I found the King Arthur gluten-free flour. I was gonna try to remake this video tomorrow and try to redo it tomorrow. But y'all, I cannot do it. I feel like I have been defeated by a cake. I will not submit to defeat, okay? I will not let this damn cake win. So, what did I do? I got up and I went to the store. I got some more applesauce, I got some more vegan butter, and I got the King Arthur gluten flour, which is milled perfectly. It's balanced, it has everything that it needs, and it's a perfect replacement for regular flour. So, I got all my dishes that I used earlier in the dishwasher. I'm going to reset, touch my makeup, put on some more lipstick, and I'm going to redo this recipe and I'm going to record myself redoing it. And I'm going to conquer this vegan, okay? Vegan gluten-free cake. I'm going to do it, y'all. I'm going to do it in my spirit. I'm so weak. I'm so tired, y'all. Oh my God. But I am going to conquer this cake. Y'all, it's a science to baking. And when you start playing with different flours and meals and trying to meal stuff yourself at home, you will come out screwed every time. Something in the back of my mind told me to go find a gluten flour. But no, I just wanted to try something different. I want to please my clients, but this is where I always tell people when you're making particular items and people come to you, use the ingredients that you usually use. Do not ever substitute what you use or what you would use for what people bring you, because 9 times out of 10, if they're looking for a cake to taste a particular way, they need to let you make it how you make it so that you can still give them the taste that they want. Mine is everything else. So yeah, I will never do that again. I will never take ingredients because I never usually do that. I never take ingredients from clients when I'm making stuff. And I know everything is science. I know that flour has to be a certain way, sugar, baking soda, baking powder. Like I know it, so I don't even know why. Xanthan powder. That's what she said. She put too much xanthan powder in it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I was in here about to cry because I was like, oh God. I was debating if I should put the video up. Like I couldn't even ice this cake right. Like this cake had me sweating, y'all. I started having like panic. I started like thinking like, oh my God, you just effed up. Like I am so done with. I'm done, but I will not be defeated by this cake. So I went to the store, and luckily, I'm so happy that they had the King Arthur gluten-free, um, wheat, gluten-free flour. So this is the King Arthur flour right here, and it's for baking, and it is dairy free. And let's see what's in it. So it has rice flour, whole grain brown rice flour, whole grain brown rice flour, whole cypress gum flour, tapioca flour, potato starch, xanthan gum, vitamins and mineral blend. So yeah, I think we got it. I got another thing of applesauce. I bought some more lemons. I bought some more butter because like I have to learn how to make. I have to make this cake right. Like the cake itself, decorating the cake and making the cake into a book is not the problem. The problem is turning this cake into something edible. Y'all, I was bewildered when I saw that cake come out the oven. My neighbor looked at me like, girl. I said, honey. She said the taste of the cake was amazing. Like the flavor in the cake was spot on. But honey, let me tell you, that batter was so, it was, I can't, I just threw it away. I was so disgusted, y'all. I threw it away. I threw it away. I threw it away. I threw it away. So I am on a mission tonight, honey. I'm gonna be up all night until I get this cake made, okay? And I'm going to record myself. And I was just wondering if you guys wanted to see the video of the cake going wrong. I don't know if I'm gonna put it up, but I've been thinking about it, honey. Cause that cake had me bewildered, okay? I have to grate more lemon. So I'm getting my lemon grater out for the cake. Um, it was just, it was awful, y'all. I couldn't even think straight. I was so disgusted. Like, y'all have no idea how I was feeling. I never felt so defeated in my life. I felt like how I used to feel in culinary school when I would make a big brown boo boo. That's how I was feeling. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it, y'all. Like, my spirit was weak. It felt defeated. My heart was racing. I was like, Lord, talk to me. What did I do wrong? I'm telling y'all, I have never felt so defeated by a cake in my damn life. Honey, me and that cake weren't friends. She didn't love me. She didn't like me. She didn't want me. I just felt so defeated. I'm getting stuff out the dishwasher for so I can get ready to reset. Y'all, it was awful. It was awful. I can't even lie to y'all. I felt so defeated. I just felt so defeated today. Like, oh my god. I never want to experience a cake going that wrong on me ever again, y'all. That cake went so wrong on me. I had to pray. I I just didn't know. I just didn't know how to handle it. Like, I was shocked. I was bewildered. Okay, honey. Your girl ain't never ever had nothing like that happen. Ever. Okay. I just I was mad with life. Honey. So yes. I have to reset. I have to remeasure everything. I got all my cups and stuff over there. I have to dry some stuff out. Y'all, listen. Listen. I wish I had a piece of that cake to show y'all. Like, it was awful. I'm ashamed of how that cake looked. But I'm going to re-record this video tonight in a few minutes. Because I just couldn't believe it went down like that, y'all. I just couldn't believe it. I need to get a paper towel and dry some of these things out. But yes, honey, I I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked, y'all. Like, I never had that happen to me. I've never, even when I play with recipes, you know, I can usually look at a recipe and it wasn't the switching of the items. It was just that it just didn't work. The flour just wasn't stable. And honey, let me tell you, that thing, that flour like it took me down through it. It didn't do right. It just it didn't love me. It didn't like me. It didn't want nothing to do with me. My cake was looking crazy. I was bewildered, okay? I was just like, Lord, you are really testing me today. But I will not be defeated by a cake, okay? I just want y'all to know that. So it's time to really get in here and start really playing with these recipes so that I can bring them to you guys. I feel strongly this time that I'm gonna get this recipe right because I went back through. I did a little bit more research on the flour. What else? I just really went back through and worked some things throughout the recipe, and switching out the flour, I think, is going to be the biggest part of what went wrong in this recipe. So yeah, that's what I got to do. You know, sometimes, you know, things just don't work out the way you think they are. So, honey child, that's what it is. So this time I'm going to use the fresh lemon juice and the lemon zest. But to give it a little bit more flavor, since these flours are a little difficult, I'm going to, instead of use 2 tablespoons of, I'm still going to probably use 2 tablespoons of vanilla and a half a teaspoon. Is it two? 2 teaspoons? Yeah, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I hate when I can't get these things off. 2 teaspoons of vanilla and a teaspoon of the lemon extract, just to give it a little bit more, because lemons this time of year are actually not that good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. A teaspoon of lemon extract, just to take it up a notch, because this cake is gonna need a lot of flavor. I'm noticing when you play with a lot of these new items, um, sometimes they lack flavor. Like they take away the flavor from the items. So yeah, that was crazy though. I would have never expected that. Y'all, it had me in here sweating. Like I was real life sweating. Like I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. Like I just don't understand what happened. So I'm starting to measure out my liquid items. And then I need to get my buttermilk together. But yeah, this is crazy. Y'all, I never experienced anything like that before in my life. Like I was just too shook. I'm gonna do a teaspoon and a half of vanilla. I was so shook, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to get my butter ready. Um, I put my vanilla over there. I'm measuring out my applesauce because it's 4 eggs in this. So I'm going to need a that's my sugar scoop. For a cup of applesauce. So yeah. This is crazy though. I never thought I would experience anything like that. So I'm just measuring everything out, y'all. So y'all bear with me. So put a little more applesauce in. All right, got my applesauce measured out. This was totally crazy to me. Hold on. Because I've never in my life experienced anything like that in the kitchen. I've had recipes go wrong, but nothing to the extent that this did though. So yeah, this was a little it was a little off-putting to me because like I said, I never experienced nothing like this. Like usually when I go in to do a recipe, I've worked at it, I've looked at it, I've done all the research, and just for this to go the way it did, for it to go the way it did, it just kind of it took me out. It did. So the next thing I'm gonna do, and this is how I get set up for my videos, y'all. I usually just come in, I pre-measure everything. I'm gonna grab some vinegar and we're gonna make some buttermilk. I have my almond milk and my vinegar. So it takes me usually about 30 minutes to get set up. Thank you. Y'all, this makeup ain't going nowhere until I get this video done. I'm so ready to take this makeup off. It's like having on a tight bra. So when I make my buttermilk, I measure a cup of almond milk. And then I always grab a metal spoon for this part just to stir it. And then I do a tablespoon of white vinegar. And then I just drop it in there. But it has been crazy in here today, y'all. My husband was like, wow, what happened? I was like, bruh, I wish I could tell you. But right now, I can't even tell you myself. So I just made my buttermilk. It's starting to curdle already. So I just keep the spoon next to it on the counter. And, you know, kind of just sit. And now I'm going to just pull out my butter, which is 2 sticks. I already have the kitchen set up. Y'all, it just went crazy up in here. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was just so shocked. I was like, Lord, this has got to be a joke. I couldn't believe it. I really thought that I was going crazy. But when she told me it was the flour, I was like, okay, I need to find a flour that's a little bit more stable. And I feel like this cake would taste better and have a better taste than that angel food cake because she really did want the cake to be vegan too. So, y'all. And I'm not going to lie, I like the King Arthur brand of flour. And sometimes it's really hard to find. It's used mostly in the north. It's not really a lot of people use it down here. But it's actually a good cake flour. It's a good bread flour. So that's why I like it. So I'm happy. I knew when I saw that they had a gluten-free flour that I could trust that flour. So that made me extremely happy. So I'm going to have to get my sugar and my baking soda and stuff together in a second. But yeah, that made me extremely happy. So I need 1/3 of a cup of fresh lemon. I need to zest some lemons. Yeah, I was so shocked. If y'all could have seen the look on my face, y'all would have been like, bam, it's okay. Because I was not okay. I was basically in a state of shock and panic when I saw, when I first saw the results of everything. Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, you could have slapped me and called me Betty. Because, honey, my face was like, oh no, this is not happening. I've never experienced a cake going that far left on me. Like, I was shocked. Y'all, I was so excited because I just knew that I was going to get this video done tonight. Squeeze my lemon and soften it up. That I was going to get this video done tonight. Oh, this is a bad angle. I just knew that this cake was going to get done right tonight, and I was going to, get it edited tonight so that it could go up tomorrow. But yeah. So I'm just zesting. I learned now to just zest my lemons and juice them before I start doing the video. And then I just tell y'all, zest your lemon, squeeze your juice, you know, because it just helps with the time of moving through the video. Y'all, the cake, the gluten, it was so much gluten in that cake, y'all. Like, I feel like that would have been like the perfect vegan sourdough bread or something. Like, because it just went all wrong. It just went wrong. So I'm zesting my lemons now. And I need to squeeze out about 1/3 of a cup of fresh lemon juice. But these lemons are really big. Usually it's about 2 lemons. And then I need 1 heaping tablespoon of lemon zest. So, yeah, it's been real fun around here today. Can y'all imagine, what my face looked like when I was sitting there looking at that cake? Like, I was so done with life. I just felt so defeated, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Lord, are you trying to tell me something? Whew, that lemon hard to squeeze. And on top of that, earlier today when I was making this cake, I had like 6 lemons in the house I just bought. Out of all 6 of those lemons, only 2 of them were good. The rest of them, I had just gotten them all from the store. Today is Tuesday. I got them on Sunday. And I'm telling you, half of them were rotten on the inside. I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. So that's almost 1/3 of a cup. And 2 lemons will give me what I need for this recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and zest this one. The next one. And then that should give me enough. And then anything else I have, I'll use for to flavor the icing that's gonna go on the cake. Yeah. But yeah, I was just so shocked, y'all. I was bewildered. Like, my neighbor and my husband was like, what happened? Like, I've been living next to Celeste for like 3 years almost, and I have never I don't mess up anything. Like, only time I ever burnt something in my kitchen is when I was upset and literally somebody close to me had just died. Or I got into a fight with one of my aunts. I don't burn stuff. I don't overcook things. I don't, I just don't have them type of life mishaps in my kitchen. So I was just bewildered today. It was like, I was like, I gotta redo this cake. I gotta redeem my kitchen, my oven, my pride, everything. I just gotta redeem it. Cause y'all, I just couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't believe that it went down like that. Like, I'm still traumatized by the whole ordeal. And that's real talk. But honey, so this is all the lemon zest. And I need about half of this to go in the cake. And then the rest of this I'll use for the icing. All right. So that's one thing down. And my butter out the way. I move stuff to the side as I get it ready. And then I start wiping everything down. So this is pretty much me prepping before a video. People don't realize, like, these cooking videos, it's a lot of prep. It's a lot of prep. It's a lot. And it's a lot of cleanup. So there's all my. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit more in there because I lost some. There's my juice. I'll save that piece of lemon for later. And this other half I'll use to make, you know, my when I make my icing. So yeah, this is pretty much how it goes down. I'm going to throw this away. I gotta get my flour. I'll keep my lemon on this side so that when I set up, I can show you guys that I have a lemon. I have to get my baking soda, baking powder, my salt measured, my sugar, my flour. This bowl can go to the side. Woo, child. It's been crazy. Oh, I gotta get that fixed. Hopefully it don't come down during the video. So yeah, so it's crazy. I ain't doing keto, honey. Keto is not sustainable. A lot of people have a lot of weird side effects after they stop doing keto. When they're on keto, so I'm not messing with keto. Plus I'm already vegan. I wouldn't do it to myself. I mean, for some people they can handle it. But I hear that there are a lot of long-term effects, and I'm just not willing to do that. Plus, it's kind of hard to be keto and vegan at the same time. And y'all, I'm still getting the hang of being vegan, going vegan. Some days I think, I may at some point eat like, some days, like, well, not every day, not every week, not every month, but I do like to have a piece of fish every now and then. And I'm very selective when I do eat fish. I only get it when I go home, because I know it's fresh. Because if I try to eat like frozen fish or something like that, it makes my stomach hurt really bad. I no longer at all have anything to do with shellfish, but it's hard. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's really hard. So I do struggle with that, but at the end of the day, I feel like I made the best decision for me. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and I'm on a life. It's a life changing event. One thing I have noticed since I've been doing a lot of baking is that I have picked up 4 pounds since I started baking, and I noticed that my joints hurt anytime I bake and I eat sugar. So I I've made so many changes to my diet that are healthy that anytime I put anything in my body doesn't like it. I feel it. So I'm trying to get away from using a lot of sugar. Um, but I still want my cake to taste good. So yeah, it's been a thing. Like I'm a work in progress. Like y'all know I don't really do a lot of sugar, but I did a lot of sugar stuff going into Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna watch it going into Christmas. Um I actually did decide to go ahead and leave CrossFit because I felt like, yeah, it's not easy. I tell people to take their time. Like the transition for me has happened kind of quickly. And I tell y'all when I eat something I'm not supposed to. I'm still learning what my body doesn't like and what it does like and what it needs and what it doesn't need. Um, I feel better. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like when my cycle comes on, I still gain a lot of fluid. Like I probably got like 8 pounds of fluid on me right now, but I don't swell as much as I used to. My stomach gets bloated, but my cycle is regular. Um, which my cycle used to jump around. It used to be real, real crazy. Um, I don't have as many hormonal breakouts as I used to. Um, I don't get as depressed as I used to. My hormones are not all over the place. Um, it's regular. Like I can count it down to the day, and around the time of the day, it's not super heavy. I don't have cramping. Um, when I check my ovulation cycle, I'm actually ovulating on a normal schedule, which is very important. Um, so there are just a lot of things that have changed about my body. And I realized the last time I ate a lot of meat during the process of going vegan, my cycle went back to how it was for that month. It was crazy. It was heavy. It was long. I was tired. My ovulation was all over the place. Some people are like that. That's normal for some people, but for me, it was just too much. Like you know, you don't know when you can wear white at a certain time of the month because you think it's coming, but it don't come for a week or so. It was just too crazy. But all of those problems that I used to have in my female regions have changed. So that makes me feel a lot better and it gives me a lot of peace. Um, y'all, I another reason I know that I need to stop eating as much sugar as I've been eating. Like I'm gonna still eat sugar. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all, but I noticed that when I was eating a sugarless diet too, or just not eating a lot of sugar, my eczema and had really cleared up, and it started to flare up towards like a couple days after Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna show you guys on my elbows, like this right here. Not before I went vegan, this right here would be so bad, like on my elbows and my arms, like this part right here, it would be really dark and it would be really bad. And sometimes it'd be so bad, y'all, I would put makeup on it. Hey, Howard. But um, it starts to come back after Thanksgiving, and that's when I was like, okay, well, you probably need to talk to your doctor. You probably need to look at your diet. Sometimes a lot of things are hormonal. Um, and what may work for me may not work for you. I just know that when I made a lot of these changes that I started to have less problems in that area. And I also started working out more. So when you lose weight, your body fat goes down. It actually helps with your menstruation. Um, so that also helped too. But yeah, it's been crazy, y'all. I can't believe that this cake flipped on me like that. Like your girl was bewildered. I was so shocked. Like I couldn't believe it, y'all. This cake did me in today. So I just gotta now measure out my sugar, um, my flour, and my baking soda and my salt. And the recipe is on my phone. So y'all wish me luck. Organic too, because you take a lot of stuff out of your diet. Yeah, organic food. People who say they go organic, even if they don't go vegan or vegetarian, but just eating organic vegetables and eating organic meat. Can you hear me? Um, say that they have a tremendous change. Like y'all, I probably have like just because I've been like out today and I have like a little flare up. But I don't really have that much acne right now. Like I don't know how to describe it. Um, but yeah. things have been definitely a lot better. But I am gonna, after the holidays, I'm gonna cut back on the sugar. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna cut back on the sugar and clean up my diet a little bit more. Y'all know I've been experimenting with like fat vegan food, but I'm ready to go back to eating 40% raw, 50-50. So y'all know I was eating 50% of my diet raw or 40% of it every day. So I'm kind of ready to go back to that. And I'm going to go back to prepping stuff on Sunday so I have food to get through the week. So that way I'm not trying to like make quick vegan food. Which is still a lot healthier than the other options, but I kind of just want to get back to eating a little bit more cleaner and trim off some more weight, um, and just feel better. Y'all know I want to have a baby. Wish me luck. I really want to have a baby, so I really don't want to have a baby until I'm at a certain weight, and I want to be able to maintain. I can see you talking, but I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Let's see my volume up. Yeah, my volume is up. Let me check. I can hear you. Okay. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I just want to be healthy. Oh yeah, fine tuning your diet is a process. Um, I didn't get unhealthy overnight, so I don't expect to be healthy overnight either. But it is a constant work in progress, and I have times where I slide. It's just sad that the whole world gets to see it. And then I have times where I look phenomenal. It's a part of the process of becoming a healthier person. You have to work at it like anything else. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. Cause January the 1st, we going back to 30 days of fitness. I think it's 31 days in January. So when January the 1st hit, I want y'all to go out and buy yourself some shoes. Buy yourself something nice and warm. Honey, get you some sweats. Nice and warm. Get you a scarf. Get you a skull cap or find you a little $10 membership at your local Planet Fitness. Cause we're gonna be walking. We're gonna be going to the gym. Um, all the whole month of January, we're gonna be eating healthy. I'm gonna cook healthy vegan food. I'm gonna cook some regular meals that are non-vegan because my husband will be eating them. So you guys will see that. I'm not against people eating meat, and I don't mind cooking items that are non-vegan if you guys want to see it and it's something my husband wants to eat. But I want y'all to get ready. I told y'all this is gonna be a journey for all of us, and everybody always want to start the year off right. So we gonna do it together. Yes. So y'all get ready. January the 1st. I'm tired. I got a hangover. I want to hear get your ass up. So, gonna do it again. 30 days of fitness. 31 days of fitness. The whole month of January. We're gonna go through it every day. 30 minutes to an hour or longer. Break it up 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. If you at work, walk around the building, walk up and down the steps, honey. Cut out some soda, cut out some chips. We gonna be ready. Okay? We gonna be ready for the spring. Honey, we gonna start working on them spring bodies and them summer asses in the winter. So yeah. Anyway, I love y'all. I just had to come tell y'all about the defeat because I was excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to edit this video all night. And honey, we're going to be lit come Wednesday evening. We're going to have us a live video going live. I'm still probably going to stay up tonight and edit this video. Lord be with me. Because I know I'm going to shoot this 2 more videos this week. It's been a journey, yes. It's been hard. Y'all, I've dropped a lot of dead weight in my life since I've started being healthy. And I'm not just talking about physical weight. I'm talking about just habits, people who share my DNA. Um just bad habit company, people who I would associate with here and there, who I just know that didn't really care about me, who were toxic. Like, it's been hard, it's been sad, and it's been kind of lonely. Um, but I do have something that I haven't had in a long time, and that's peace of mind. So you just have to do what's best for you. You only got one life, and you can't live being unhappy. And what I'm learning now is you can't do everything for everybody. You can't give everybody everything you got. You can be there for people when you need to, but you have got to make yourself a priority. And for years, I've never made myself priorities a priority, and it's sad because sometimes I look back at my life and I feel like about 90% of the decisions I made as an adult was based on how it would affect others. I never made decisions in my life really on solely what I wanted. I always looked at what how will it affect, the people around me. And I get other people in comfortable places, and then I kind of end up on my own trying to figure it out for myself. So I'm no longer going to do that. I always heard people say sometimes when you're on a journey, you have to go by yourself. You can't take everybody with you. You can, when you get to where you need to be or where you want to be, you can go back and bring them up with you. But sometimes you can't drag everybody with you. Sometimes you got to go ahead and prepare. And that's where I am. I can't do it. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at in my life. Once I made the decision to take control of my health in all aspects, I didn't. I have had days where I've been like, okay, I don't know if I can do this because it's hard. It's hard when you start to take control of your life and start to be accountable for yourself and what you're doing. It is hard because you got to look at yourself like you got to look at yourself, and sometimes when you're looking at yourself, you can see some stuff that you don't like, and that has been the hardest part. Seeing the things I don't like about myself, I know I need to fix. That will break your heart and make you really think about your life. When you look at yourself, like when you really tear yourself down and look at yourself, you'll be like, "Ooh, bitch." And that's what it's been for me, you know. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with it. I'd rather tear me down and rebuild me healthier than to let people out in the world tear me down and not try to rebuild me. They just want to keep tearing me down. So if I can rebuild my own foundation, make it strong, I ain't got to worry about nobody else. That's it. Period, boo. Ain't that what city girls say? Period, boo. And Chloe said too. So yeah. Let me go ahead and get this video set up so that I can go ahead and get it together so I can edit. So tomorrow I can get up and come in here. We're going to make vegan banana bread tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to do that chocolate chip cookie video for you guys. Yes, it is my life. And that's why I changed the name of the channel. Because this is my life. It's more to my life than just baking and cooking on YouTube. I'm a real woman. I go through things emotionally. I have struggles. You guys have seen my struggles. You guys have seen my emotional struggles. You guys, I think I never thought I would be so open on this channel. But doing that 30 days of fitness, y'all got to see me at some of my lowest points. And I'm telling y'all, I struggled doing that 30. I struggled so bad doing that 30 days of fitness because that's when a lot of people just really show their ass and just show me what they were made of. So yeah, you guys have really got to see it. Yes, banana bread with chocolate chips and walnuts. So yeah, it's been a journey, and it is my life. You guys still get the regular videos now. We're getting back into that, and then you guys get daily updates, and then we have like talk times. My channel is probably not going to be like a traditional channel, and I'm okay with that now. I wasn't at first. You guys will get some regular recorded videos, and then you guys will get lives, and you guys will get live cooking shows, and you'll get me at the gym or just living my everyday life. And that's what it is. There's no right or wrong way to do YouTube. If you do it because you love it, like obviously, y'all, I ain't making that much. Y'all listen. Some months I make nothing. Some months I make about 150. Every now and then I'll make 250. The holiday months tend to be a little bit better. But honey, with this check right here, I get. I'm not gonna lie. This check is gonna be the biggest check I ever got, and it's like $400. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm just being honest. This is gonna be the biggest check I ever got on YouTube this year, this month, on the 21st. It's gonna be about $400. And I ain't gonna get to keep the dime of it, okay? Some of it is going back into the channel for January videos, which is what usually I do. When y'all see me producing a lot of cooking videos, that's because I've made enough money on YouTube so I can budget it out and spread it through the month. So some of that money is going back into YouTube, and I'm gonna pay my dealer's credit card off and let them close it out. I'm not gonna close it out, but I'm trying to get rid of my debt. So I paid my Belts card off 3 months ago. I'm just not using it. I'm not gonna close it out. I'm gonna let them close it out, because when you close out an account, it affects your credit negatively. But if the company closes it out because you're not using it, then you're fine. I'm gonna kill my dealer's bill between this month and next month, okay? And I'm gonna start chopping at those student loans, because I want to 2021, 2022. I want to be able to apply for a small business grant and a small business loan. I cannot do that with student loans, y'all. So that's my goal. Once we leave here, if I can work 2 jobs and still do YouTube, or work 1 job and still do YouTube, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give myself a year and a half to get rid of these fucking loans, these student loans. I don't care what I have to do, okay? I'm almost ready to shake my ass on the pole because these student loans are choking me. I'm going to get rid of them. All my bills, I've been chopping at them and chopping at them and chopping at them and chopping at them. This money I'm about to make with this cake, that's going towards that bill too. When I tell y'all I am so sick of these student loans, like, I just want to tell Sally Mae to lick the backside of my ass, okay? Because they really been playing with our interest rates this last 2 years. So that's my goal, like, to get rid of these student loans and to get myself in a position to where I can apply for a grant, because there are a lot of grants out there for Asian people. I fall under that category. And Black people, I fall under that category. African American women, I definitely fall under that category. And for military spouses and military spouses, So yeah, I'm about to try to collect all these grants and raise the money to open me a small bakery. And that's what it's gonna be. Yes, I needed those loans to get through school, but y'all, I'm telling y'all, these interest rates keep the interest rates on these loans, the things that they're doing to these interest rates are crazy. They fluctuate like 1 month. It's crazy. It is crazy. If I don't pay these loans down in bulk, like $500 and $600 a month, I'm gonna be paying on loans forever. I don't plan on doing that. I'm trying to push 8. Like, right now I'm paying like 100, 150. I'm trying to push 800 or a stack in the next year towards my loans in a month. So if I got to take my ass and flip a burger at McDonald's to get rid of these loans, honey, if I got to clean somebody's toilet, honey, if I got to watch somebody bad ass baby kids, honey, if I got to clip toenails, I'm gonna get rid of these damn loans, because they're gonna hold me back from opening my business, from getting the help I need to start my bakery, so that I can be self-sufficient and I can take care of myself. And I also believe that I want something to pass on to my family and to my kids when I have them. And I want that. and I see a way to get it. The only thing that is holding me back is these loans. Nobody's holding me back. I'm not holding myself back. It's not that I don't have the skill. It's not that I don't have the talent. It's the loans. It's the student loans. And they got to go. They got to die. Okay? So, whatever it takes this year going into this year, I'm getting rid of these loans. I'm taking the bills that I have and I'm paying them down. Like, I paid my belt card down, I paid my minimum on my dealers, I paid my belts down. I've been chopping at that dealers with every extra penny I get. Now I'm finna hit it with this check, and maybe it's a little the extra money that I get. That bill is gonna be gone by mid-January. Dealers is gonna be out my pocket. Okay, I can wipe my ass with them and throw them in the trash because baby, I already clipped up the card. Do you hear me? The card is already clipped, so ain't no scanning. It's no more anyway. So the only credit card I think I'm gonna get is a card through my bank for when like I travel. I need to rent a car, and I'm only gonna use it for emergencies. Um, that's it. No more department store cards. I'm If I can't buy them cash, my ass don't need it. Okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to eliminate any unnecessary debt because once I eliminate unnecessary debt, I can save. I'm 35, y'all. Some of y'all might say I don't look it, but I'm 35, and this is around the time if you ain't starting your 20s, this is around the time you really need to start preparing for retirement age, or if shit happens. Um, the reason I was able to survive until I was like 29, 28 from when I got sick at 25 is because I saved everything. I invested and I saved at a very young age. So when I got sick, no, I wasn't able to live by myself in my own house anymore, but I was able to sustain myself with the help of just living somewhere with my family and just paying bills there. It actually helped them out because I probably could have went and got me a little small 1-bedroom apartment, but it helped them out and they stole from me. So I had enough to sustain. So I understand the value of saving for a rainy day because I could have been screwed if I would not have saved early on in my 20s if shit happens. So I definitely understand the value, and I'm ready to get rid of these loans, start my business, and start saving for retirement because I'm not working after 60 unless I want to. Do you hear me? I'm not working after 60 and my money is going to make money for me. I'm not doing it. That is what I feel in my heart that is right for me. And it's not like I don't have a skill that I can't use. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I've already said it. I claimed it. These two loans, 2022, honey. 2022, late 2021, them loans is gonna be gone. Okay, do you hear me? They gonna, woo, Jesus, I feel it down in my spirit. They gonna be gone. I am so serious, y'all. You have to have a plan. I never had a plan on how to get out of debt, but I got a plan now, and I'm finna do it. And so with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get off here. We've been on for an hour. Get into this video, and y'all will see this video either tomorrow or Thursday. Thank you, Howard. But yeah, them got to go. Set a plan and roll with it, honey. Y'all know we almost at 11,000. We at like 10,800. I'm hoping that we can get to 11,000 by the end of next week. That's my goal. 200 more subscribers by the end of next week. Yeah, I think we'll get there. It's moving a little slow, but I think we'll get there. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. I'm going to post a picture of this cake on Instagram as soon as it's done, so y'all be on the lookout. And then I'm gonna go sit down and start editing because I will not be defeated by a cake. Okay, a cake, never. Y'all have a good night.